Hello everybody, this is Narada with Sacred Vibes Holistic Center, and I'm here with some advice from the Gita today. So let's see what Krishna has for us. We've got friend or enemy. This is chapter 6, verse 6. It says, "For one who has controlled the mind, it is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, it remains the greatest enemy." This is what we talk about with the yogic practice. Breathwork, meditation, some form of physical asana where you're connecting the breath with the consciousness and the intention of releasing and connecting deeper spiritually. That's the process. That's the physical process in order to maintain control over your mind, which your mind is just based off of the programs of chemicals your body wants, right? And telling you from based off of your experiences in this field thus far, how it can generate those for you, right? So in order to control that, we do these practices. It gives us control over these chemicals. When we exercise that control consistently over a period of time, what happens is that we then change those programs, which are controlling the mind. The mind is trying to control chemical homeostasis. So it does take a while for us to break through that confusion. During that time, feels like our greatest enemy. It literally is. It's fighting this process the entire time. It will pull you away from teachings, teachers, etc., based off of resistance to move forward, resistance to let go. This is the whole process that we talk about. So for one who has controlled the mind, it is the best of friends, but for one who has failed to do so, it remains the greatest enemy. This is a reason why sometimes when people hear folks like me talking about actual yoga as a spiritual process and diving down deep into that, they can wonder, if we're trying to be dogmatic and saying everybody has to be like us. That's not the case. It's not the case at all. What we're saying is that we have to gain control over this mind in order for it to work for us. We have to grab onto the steering wheel and take accountability that we are, right? We have to do that in order for the car to go the direction we want. That's all we're talking about. And you can say it's woo-woo, but it's very, very scientific. And if anybody joins my classes, by all means, I have no problem expounding upon it. But it is the way in order to manage this system so that the mind becomes the friend instead of the enemy. You don't have to kill the mind. Hell, you don't have to kill the ego. You just have to change it. Your ego is a sense of identification, right? You do have to break the amygdala hijack, the amygdala filter. You do have to do that. But you don't have to kill the ego. But when you break the amygdala filter, that fear filter, that's when separation breaks. And guess what? Then you can just identify yourself as the whole. Brahman is all else is illusory. All right, that's what we have for you today for the Gita, chapter 6, verse 6. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish each and every one of you the best day. I hope that this advice guides you in some way of your life and helps give you a little bit more and maybe draws you a little bit closer to the Gita. All right. Have a great day on purpose and stay mindful, everyone. Namaskaram.